Hello! So I'm coming to you in my grungy, like running errands clothes with my hair in a bun because that's just the day it was today. And I have no makeup on. This is my skin with no makeup. You can see I have some like redness. And I'm just, in full force today. I picked up the boys, we came home, and I was like, I want to do this video while I still have good light so that I'm not looking all weird and janky and dark. So what I'm gonna do in this video is show you guys how I use the Savvy Minerals makeup, like a liquid foundation basically. And when I got the Savvy Minerals, I was super excited. I was a little bit skeptical because I am not a mineral makeup kind of person or a powdered makeup kind of person. I honestly really like liquid foundation, and I had tried like Bare Minerals before, and I didn't seem like it really worked for my skin because I have dry skin. So I was like, adding dry on top of dry, that cannot be good. But I've balanced my skin out a little bit, but it's still on the drier side, like normal to dry, depending on like the time of the month and just what's going on in my life at the moment. So I got the Savvy Minerals and I was a little bit skeptical just because of that whole thing with like the dry skin and the dry powder. And then I figured out how to use it kind of like a liquid foundation, and I have been loving it. I threw away all my other makeup, and that was commitment for me because I like to wear makeup, not like a ton, but for me, I like to except for today, get myself pulled together, and I like to put on a little bit of makeup. It just makes me feel like a human being sometimes when you're like, you know what I mean. So I like to put makeup on every once in a while, get a little gussied up. And so I'm going to show you guys how I do it. Now I don't have the Savvy Mineral brushes yet. I'm ordering those. I cannot wait to get them. But I have the foundation. I'm looking at all my stuff. The eyeshadows, lipsticks, lip glosses, the misting spray. And then I also have the Art Renewal Serum. And this is the perfect primer for the makeup. So what I do is I've washed my face, I got my moisturizer on, and then what I do is I take the Art Renewal Serum. It has orchid in it and other essential oils that are really good for the skin. And so what I do is I rub it all over my face, and it makes your skin like not sticky, but it just gives it a nice like tacky feeling for the oils, or for the makeup to absorb better into your skin and not just like sit on top of the skin. So I rub it in. Ooh, it feels so good. It literally smells so good. Like I need to figure out exactly what oils are in this that make it smell so stinking good. So then what I do is I have two different colors of foundation, but the one that I use all over my skin is Warm number 2. And if you're like, well, how do I pick my color? I have a whole guide. It's super easy on how to pick your color and like find the right shade and what number. There's not too many to choose from, and since it blends in so nicely, it doesn't sit on your skin. It kind of like blends to your skin shade. Hi, Tris! So I'm gonna do the Warm number 2. So what I do is I take my misting spray. And so usually your foundation is gonna come with like a sifter in here. I took that out, and I'm gonna show you guys why I did. So what I do is I spray my lid with the misting spray. So this is the Savvy Minerals misting spray. And if you're gonna use the mineral makeup, you want to have this, or if this is out of stock, you can use the Lavaderm spray instead. And this has a lot of oils in it that's really good for your skin, but what it also does is it helps melt the minerals into your skin when you use it this way. And it's basically how I use it as a liquid foundation. So then I take my brush that has nothing on it and I swirl it in the spray in the lid. And then what I do is I dip my brush into the minerals. I don't like put the minerals in the lid and then put it on my brush. I dip it straight in to get the most coverage on my brush, and then I tap off anything extra. And then what I do is I just start putting it on like it would be a liquid foundation, and you can already see how it's starting to cover up some of my redness. So I just blend it in, And if I need more, I don't have a mirror, so I'm doing this literally on the camera's my mirror, the phone is. I'm gonna do it on one half of my face so you can see the difference. And what I love about this makeup is that it does blend so nicely into the skin that it doesn't sit on top and make your skin look drier. But it also has it has kaolin clay in it, and kaolin clay is so good for the skin. If you look it up, it helps like exfoliate, it helps absorb excess oil without making your skin super dry and like flaky. I love it. I just feel like my skin looks like my skin, but better. So, what are you guys doing this, what is it, Wednesday? How was your Wednesday? Tell me the best part of your Wednesday down in the comments. I want to know. The best part of my Wednesday was I got to go to coffee with a friend, and that was really nice to be able to catch up because the boys are in school now. I get to go do that more often, and I love it. So I put more spray in my lid, and I dipped my brush into more of the minerals. And so what I do on places that I need a little bit extra coverage, so I'll go over again and I will dab over like this. I'll dab over that, and it helps to give a little bit extra coverage. So you can see that I have coverage, like see all the redness over here and how much better it looks over here. So I have a fuller coverage, but it still looks like my skin. So what I do is I make sure it's all blended in, and I'll go over different spots if I want a little bit extra coverage. I'm not going to do it super thick because I don't want super thick makeup at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So that's one half of my face has like a layer of foundation, and then this side doesn't. So you can see it's evened out the redness, and it looks so good. So next, I'm just going to do the rest of my face. So I'm spraying one more. These brushes are just from Target, and I really like them. They're just like the Real Technique brushes. I'm gonna do that. I'll even tap a little bit in here to get a little bit of the extra off. But I think they work really well, but I'm excited to get the Savvy Minerals one because they were made specifically for this makeup. So they're gonna blend in so much better. So I've got all my foundation going on, and as it dries down, because it is wet, because I did the spray, it is a wetter formula now. It's not dry powder going on my skin. So as it dries down, you just want to blend it in. You'll see, I don't think you can see on here, but there'll start to be like a couple little dry spots. So what I do is I just blend it in. It's so easy, guys. Like, I need a no fuss makeup that is like not going to kill me. Because here's the thing, I had no idea that makeups had such horrible chemicals for your skin in them. And like everyone says, like, don't wear a ton of makeup because it'll clog your pores. But more than that, like the stuff that's in like L'Oreal makeup and like those kinds of foundation are so bad for you. And I had no idea. And so I was using them. I loved them. I had a hard time kicking the habit of them. So I'm just going to put where I want a little bit extra coverage. I'm going to put a little bit extra foundation. And see, it just gives a nice even, oh, and I'm doing it down on my neck too, just so I don't have like a weird line. But look, it doesn't look dry. It doesn't look cakey. It's covering, but it doesn't look like super thick on my skin. I absolutely love it. So I do that. And then I ordered a foundation that was too light for my skin, and which is fine because in the summer I'm more tan than in the winter, obviously, and so it's okay. So what I do with my lighter foundation, this is Cool number 2, is I will use it to like highlight underneath my eyes. So what I do is I take like this small brush, it's like really dense and small, and I will put some of the foundation on there, on my brush, and I'll go under my eyes, and look, it just brightens it up and conceals the dark circles, because Lord knows I have some dark circles from tiny children who like to wake up in the middle of the night and not sleep. So I'll just put that on like this. And now this is like a totally extra step, but I just do it on days when I feel like I need it most. But even though it's an extra step, like now it's done. So easy. And you can go back over with your foundation brush and like blend it in a little bit more if you want some extra blending in. Like that. And I just run it over my face. Bingo, bingo. Perfect. A little highlighted. Ready to go. So next I'm going to do my eyeshadow. So I have 3 of the eyeshadows. I have Best Kept Secret and Spoiled, and what's this one called? Crushin'. So I'm going to show you. Best Kept Secret is like a more of like a tan color, so is what you would want to use to like neutralize on your eyelids. Let me see if I can do this. I'm going to try to swatch it, but I'm not a makeup person. You can't really see it because see how it's just like there to like neutralize. It's like that tanner line right there. So you could put that like all over your eyes just to, if you have like a lot of redness or veins on your eyes. You could even use this as a concealer under your eyes if you want. So I'll use that when I don't want to use my other foundation, when I just want to like make it super easy. Next, this one is, what's it called? Spoiled. So with Spoiled, what I do is it's more of like a pinkier, I'll show you guys. I'm going to swatch it again like I am not a makeup person. You can see the like pinky, can you see it? I'm really good at this. I'm not a makeup guru. See, it's like a pinky, rosy color. I really like this. So pink colors, like pinker eyeshadows are really good for brown eyes. They like pop the brown. Yes, I'm so excited for you to get the foundation, Danielle. You have to tell me what you think of it. And then this one is Crushin'. So pink eyeshadows help eyes pop, and Crushin' is more of like a, more of a peachy, pinky color. So you can kind of, oh wait, no, this one's more of the pinky pink. This is more of like the peachy pink. Love, love, love. And the best part about it, I dropped a lid. Uh-oh, hold on. Well, that's life. The best part about it is that you get so much in here that I don't think I'm ever gonna run out of eyeshadow, if we're being honest. So I'm gonna use, this one is Spoiled, just all over my eyes. So what I like to do is I take like a fluffier like eyeshadow brush like this. Isn't this how they do it? Something like that, I don't know, on YouTube. And what I do is I put, like this is more, you see it? That is more than enough for your eyes. And I'll just start putting it on my eyes, and I like to put a little extra in the crease just to define it. And like I barely, look how pretty that is. I barely used any of it, honestly. I'm gonna do this eye, but it just brings like a nice shimmer that's not too like overwhelming, and it just, I'll give you lessons, don't you worry. And it just adds a little extra something. So see, it's just like a pretty wash. This one was the peachier one, which I have to check the names again because I can never remember names of anything. This one is Spoiled. It's just like the peachier, pinky. I love it. I think it's so pretty. And it just is like a nice, easy eyeshadow. So what kind of makeup do you guys use now that you like love and you're like, I don't want to give this up? It's going to take a lot for me too, because I was like that, guys. I just threw out all my other makeup that I didn't realize was so bad for me. And now I love this stuff. So I have both of the bronzers. They have 2. One is called Crowned All Over and one is called Summer Loved. So the Crowned All Over is more of like a lighter, it's more of like a highlighter. So for me, I don't have super dark skin, but it doesn't work as a bronzer just because it's a little bit lighter. But I love using it as a highlighter. I'll show you how I do that. But also as like an eyeshadow sometimes when I want something that's a little bit more like bronzy. So I'm going to wipe these off. It's not really coming off that well. And then this is Crowned All Over. So it's just like a goldy, that's like a pretty when you rub it in, it's more of just like a reflective. Look how pretty that is. Oh my gosh, I can't wait. Show you guys how I use that. And then Summer Loved is the bronzer that I use as an actual bronzer. So just to kind of like warm up my skin. So I'm gonna swatch that one for you guys too. And you can see the difference. So this one under here, see that Summer Loved, it has more of like a brown tint. And then this one's Crowned All Over, which is more of like a highlighter. So I like to use this, like I said, as like an eyeshadow, or I'll use it as a highlighter. So first I'm gonna do my bronzer, and this is, can you see there's like barely any bronzer in there because this stuff is so pigmented, you do not need a ton. What I found though that I like though is a denser fluffy brush, and I'll put it in the lid, tap off any excess, and then what I do is I put bronzer like here and over here, anywhere that you would like naturally get tan. So I start to just kind of buff it all up, and I'll do it just on one side so you can see the difference. And I go, when you contour, which I'm not like a contour genius, they say to do it in like a 3. So you can already see that this side looks a little bit more tan and bronzed, and then I'll go under here and all the way down my neck to just have a like seamless color. So you can see this side looks a little bit more bronzy. This is just without any bronzer. It's a little bit more like defined. It makes your, I don't know, what your cheekbones like more, I don't know, it gives you more shadows on your face. I literally just slap it on. I don't know what I'm not a makeup like genius. You really don't have to. The great thing about this makeup too is it's really forgiving. So if you feel like, oh my God, I put way too much on, just keep blending it. Keep blending it and it'll start to blend in better and go away. So you can see that little dot is all you need. I'm gonna do the other side of my face. So tap it off and then like this. And I do it up in my hairline so everything looks seamless. So, do you guys have any favorite podcasts? I am a huge podcast person, especially since my boys go to school like a half an hour away from home. I like to listen to podcasts while I'm in the car by myself. So, if you have any podcast recommendations, let me know. So, I just did the Summer Loved all over. I like to do it like here on my neck a little bit, and I bronzed up my forehead. Bronzy. So then you're literally just gonna glow like an angel with all this stuff. So then I take the Crowned All Over. Now, like I said, I use this as a highlighter. If you are really fair skinned, you probably could use it as a bronzer, but I like to use it as a highlighter / eyeshadow. So I put a little, like tiny bit, like see how little I put in there. Like this is my brush, which is not big compared to my face. And I just swirl it in there, tap some off, and then you want to put highlight where, like at the high points of your face. So like up here, you can put some like on the tip of your nose, down your nose. People do that. I don't really know why, but they do, so why not? So I'm going to put some right here, and you can see how glowy it gets. So with someone who has, for me, I have dry skin, I get really self-conscious about my dry skin. I don't want to look like a powder face. I don't want to look dull. I want to look glowy and like bright and beautiful. I mean, I already look beautiful, for being honest. That was awkward. But I just, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want my skin to look dull and tired, but I also don't want to be oily. So I love that with like the highlighter, you can add glow where you want it, which would be all over my face if I could do it that way, which I'm going to show you my favorite glowy product next. I'm kind of obsessed. So I've done bronzer, the eyeshadow, the foundation, and so now I'm gonna set everything and make it all blend in together nicely. And the way you do that is you take the diamond dust. Now, I use the diamond dust on days I don't even wear makeup because I love the glow it gives my skin without making it sparkly. And I love that it kind of like blurs any sort of imperfection. So what I do is I take a little bit into the lid. That is too much. I'm gonna take a little bit back because we got a little excessive with it. So you honestly, this stuff is so good. You need like next to nothing. I'm gonna show you how much I have in there. You can see, you can't even see. I barely have any in there. And what I do is I take a big old fluffy brush, like look at, it's the size of my face, and I swirl it in there, tap off any of the excess, and you're just gonna buff it all over the skin. So what this does is it's going to blend all the makeup together so that it looks seamless, and then it's gonna add a little extra glow to your skin. So you can see now, it just looks glowy, it doesn't look fake. I just look like, my skin just looks like a little bit more alive. And you can tell I have breakouts over here, but the foundation has covered it so well. And then the diamond dust just brings attention to like the places you want it. It's beautiful. The diamond dust is like my favorite. And once again, it's so huge. Like you get so much. I don't know if I'm literally ever gonna have to reorder this. Like there's so much in there and you barely use any. So now I've done all of that. I'm going to show you guys the lip glosses and lipsticks. So I have 2 lipsticks and 2 lip glosses, both the lip glosses, because there are only 2 at the moment. My favorites, let me grab all of them. I have my little station over here. If you guys have any questions, just let me know. The 2 lipsticks I have are Daydream and Wish. I'm going to swatch those for you. Another thing that I love about this makeup is, see, I live in Hawaii, and so I get real nervous that my face is going to get sweaty, and then all my makeup's just going to run off, and it's like, why did I even wear any? That was a waste of my time getting ready this morning. But this makeup, as the day goes on, it looks better. I've worked out in this, not on purpose, but I've like put it on in the morning and then been like, oh, now I want to work out, but I'm too lazy to wet my makeup off. I've worked out in it, and it still looks so good. I was like, dang girl, what just, excuse? Did you just work out? And it looks beautiful. And another thing is that it doesn't clog your pores. It doesn't feel heavy and cakey on the skin. So if you're getting sweaty, it's not gonna like wipe right off. It's going to melt more into your skin the sweatier you get. So that's great. So this lipstick is Daydream. It's kind of like a peachy, this one right here, that is the bronzer still. And see, like the bronzer is not just like wiping off with my finger. Like the pigment really goes into the skin and it looks so good, guys. Okay, so this is Daydream, the lipstick. So it's like a pinky peach, just kind of like a natural color. And I was not a lipstick girl at all until I got the Savvy Mineral lipsticks, because I never liked how heavy lipsticks felt on my lips, and then I didn't want them like running all over my face. But with these, they feel almost like a lip balm, but they have pigment to them. And so they're super moisturizing and comfortable on the lips, but they don't run all over the place, which is really nice. And then this one is called Wish. And first of all, also, can we talk about how, can you see the Young Living logo in the lipstick? I just think that's really cool. So this one is Wish, and this is more of like a darker, rosy. See how it's a little bit darker? You could wear this, I mean, you could wear it whenever you want because you do you, live your life. But I usually wear these on nights like a date night, we're going out, I want a little bit more of a dramatic lip, like that's dramatic for me. You can see how adventurous I am with makeup. And then the 2 lip glosses are Embrace and Abundant. So Embrace, I usually I'll either wear it on its own or I will put it on top of Daydream. So I'm going to show you guys. This is Embrace. Right there. It's like a pinky, peachy, really natural looking lip gloss, but just adds some extra shine. And the lip glosses have peppermint oil in them. So they're super cooling to the lips. They feel really good. And they add some nice little shimmer without, they add like a shine without glitter, which I'm not, as you can tell, I'm not like a glitter person. If you are, once again, do you, live your life. But for me, I'm not a huge like glitter person. So I like that these add shine and they're not like thick and sticky and your lips like stick together when you use them. I love it. So then this is Abundant. Let me just do it down here because it's easier. And this one, I have like none on there, is darker, and I would usually pair it with Wish. So you can see like they're kind of in the same color family, so they complement each other really well. So I'm gonna put on Daydream and let's see, what else? Which one? And Embrace. Now it's really special, so I make sure nothing's on my lips. Putting on lipstick on Facebook Live, you don't look like a weirdo at all. So what I like about it is it adds a little bit of like a natural color, but it's not anything like, ooh, what are you wearing? That's a little bit dramatic. It's just like a nice light, and like I said, it feels like a lip balm. It's so comfortable. And then I'll put the Embrace lip gloss on to add a little extra shine. And the peppermint oil makes it taste so good. Now I like to put like a little bit extra here because that shine makes your lips look a little bit bigger. Learned that from YouTube as well. And I just love it. So this is, usually if I do my makeup when I'm not on a video, it does not take me very long. It takes me like 5 to 7. I've never timed myself, but like not long at all, because I don't have a ton of time in the morning to like do a long drawn out dramatic look. Like I just need to throw something on and head out the door. So that's why I love this makeup, because it's so forgiving and it's so easy to use. And so this is like what I do. I can put down below everything I've used, but my foundation is Warm 2. I use Spoiled. That was the one, right? Yep, Spoiled on my eyes, which is like that little peachy shimmery color. I use Summer Loved as my bronzer, crowned all over as a little bit of highlight, the Diamond Dust. Throw on some lipstick and lip gloss, and I'm ready to go. So if you guys have any questions about the makeup, let me know. You can get the makeup from me as just like if you wanted to make your own makeup starter kit. I have a little personalized bundle for you guys for that. So I'll help you pick up your foundation. They also have blush, eyeliner, and like a multitasker that you can use to fill in your eyebrows, which I'm waiting. Mine is coming in the mail this month. I can't wait. So once it does, I want to show you guys how I do my eyeliner. But if you want to create your little makeup bundle, just send me a message. I can give you all the information on what to choose, how to do it. We are obsessed. And yeah, I hope you guys have a great night, and I will talk to you later. Bye.